Today is day 5 of our scooter trip to the Mekong Delta in Vietnam. On this trip, we'll hit up all 13 provinces of this beautiful region using our scooter. Is it strange to you that we chose a scooter over a car or independent adventures over guided tours to go around? Well, let me explain. Before moving to Vietnam, we lived in Canada for 6 years where cars were convenient and fast. But it's the opposite here in Vietnam where scooters or mopeds rule the roads. So we followed suit and opted for a nimble scooter, which is affordable and perfect for navigating bustling streets, saving time when in big cities, and embracing the open air. With helmets on and a license in hand, scooting through Vietnam gives us the freedom to better decide where to go, what to do, and how we experience our trip. A road trip in Vietnam isn't as dangerous as it sounds because this nation is a safe haven for tourists and offers endless cultural treasures. Just have to use reliable sources on Google when deciding which hidden gems to hit up while ensuring road safety. However, our next spot wasn't what we found online. We learned about this spot from a friend and immediately fell in love with the idea of a respite at this location. Hence, today's video will be filled with lots of fun things that we will do before and after arriving at this location.
A little recap to get you all caught up with our journey. Within the last 4 days, we have completed a distance of 175 kilometers for our road trip going through 3 provinces, Long An, Tiền Giang, and Bến Tre. Today, we're heading to the province of Vĩnh Long, which has an area of 1,500 square kilometers and is home to a bit over 1 million Vietnamese. Similar to our previous provinces, it is crisscrossed with canals and rivers, hence it has that lush and prosperous look of a fertile agricultural area. There are plenty of orchards and fruit shops we will see on our way.
As we were riding through parts of the district or village or city, whatever you want to call it, there were bags upon bags upon bags of Rambutans, longans, and some other types of fruits. They were on both sides of the road too, which was really interesting to see.
They're being loaded on trucks, getting ready to be delivered or shipped to some other parts of Vietnam. Some even go international.
This is probably why its name Vĩnh Long means eternal prosperity in English. Compared to our yesterday's spot, Bến Tre, there are many more places to go and things to do here. Pagodas, brickyards, ecotourism areas, you name it. But we're more interested in the spot we learned about from our friend, and it's a Riverside Homestay that has this breathtaking view and this most unique design of a home for us to stay.
From our hotel, it will take us 1 hour to ride 45 kilometers to make it to the homestay. But first, right now though, we're gonna try to find something to eat and a cup of coffee.
We're waiting for some coffee over there. The guy is making us some coffee with ice and condensed milk.
Perfect. And then did you also get subs?
Yeah.
My favorite.
But in order to get subs, we have to like back up a little bit.
So we are getting some subs for breakfast. So we got our subs. All right, and off we go. Since the distance is short, we want to make it to the destination as fast as we can. So we took our breakfast and coffee to go and enjoyed them at this serene place.
It's fine this time. Not as good as the other ones that I've had before though.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of like the sauce of this one.
Even though like there wasn't a lot of like fish cake, but the sauce is pretty decent.
Yeah, the sauce is okay, but I miss a lot of the meat. So we've already had a little mishap. I think I'm missing 2 pairs of hands, which is pretty unfortunate. So now I've gone down from 5 to 3. How does a pair of hands go missing? I have no idea. It possibly could be stuck in some sort of like crevice of our luggage, but I literally dug through everything and I could not find it. I'm pretty sad about it. Like, I'm bummed out. They were a nice pair too, but this is what our luggage looks like right now. We have gotten now 2 hats. So now we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. Anyway, traveling with these has been a little bit tricky. Not for me, but I think mainly for David because he's the one that's manning the scooter. This is a lot of weight on here. Like, these things are heavy. And David has been a really great driver, so it's made my worry put at ease. But I know that with all of this, it tires them out a lot. And I mean a lot. Manning the scooter with all the weight on it, balancing everything, and then riding for long distances. But anyway, all right, I'm done talking. We shall continue our trip to the next province.
The scenery on both sides is incredible. Also, we're so lucky today as the sky is clear and the road seems pretty nice. Otherwise, it'd be a heck of a problem to take this ferry to cross this river if it rained. Ferries like this are always crowded. In the region of southwest of Vietnam, there used to be 9 branches of the Mekong River, but this river really does carry a lot of alluvium to these lower parts of its course. Over time, some of its branches down here will be filled up with drifted sediments and will disappear. There are only 8 branches left, and this number will continue to dwindle. The one we're crossing right now is called Ham Luang River, which is 70 kilometers long, coursing entirely through the last province we visited, Binh Tre. Besides this ferry station, there's only one more of these and a bridge.
Alright, so we are in Vinh Long right now, and now we're on the way to our next homestay.
Yeah.
And we're stopping by this shop to buy some Rambutans.
So this place is surrounded by orchards. We have banana orchards, long ends. We saw jackfruit, rambutans, and a bunch of other ones. It's amazing how much this place has.
$1 Canadian to see how much we can buy for the longans.
You can get quite a bit. And considering we're only 2 people, right? We don't need a lot.
We have a pretty big bag for it.
Wow. All right, we'll show you more once we get to the hotel. Thank you. Man.
So peaceful, breezy, amazing in here.
From here, according to our navigation, we're quite close to the homestay. But distance isn't the problem right now since this area is truly peaceful.
We're almost there to the homestay.
I saw it's like 15 minutes away now.
Yeah, 7 more kilometers.
We're soaking in the beauty and simplicity of these unexpectedly amazing landscapes around here. I don't know if the footage we got does its justice here, but the vibes are just really different and
I love the road. I love riding the scooter on such a clean and peaceful road like this. Coming down here from such a busy place such as Cần Thơ or some other provinces, and especially from Saigon. It's so busy there and I don't like the busyness. So coming down here definitely makes me feel much, much better.
It is for certain more peaceful. And I can't wait to see what our hotel room looks like, especially since it's the place that someone suggested to us.
remember these stems?
Oh.
This final product right here is made of this. These are dried stems of water orchid plants that can go rampant in the waters within a short amount of time.
And this is how they dry them. Just layer them down on the side of the road and let the sun do its job.
Gotta go really slow. Is this even a road?
Yeah.
Looks more like a walkway. We're going on an adventure.
And yes, this is one of those moments I don't like Google Maps so much.
Did we get lost?
No.
That was a big fat lie, cause I didn't want her to freak out. And besides, I still have quite a bit of confidence in our navigation system and totally believe that the final spot is just very near.
I gotta get off.
Yeah.
See? Not trying to be unreasonably optimistic here, but isn't this one of the beauties of riding a scooter here? Or else, we don't even know how the heck we could get to this area, cause there's no way cars can get in here.
I'm being left behind.
Oh, didn't say it, but don't worry, I'll be back soon.
Okay, I hope this is it. Oh, it says homestay on it, so probably.
So what's happening right now here is that this is another homestay and people just got lost in this region. They followed the Google GPS, the navigation, and they would come to this place. But it's the wrong place. And the lady, the owner of this hotel or this homestay just told me that a lot of people ended up having the same situation, like getting lost here and mistaking this place for the homestay that we or they wanted to go. And so right now she's gonna ask her daughter to take us there.
It's incredibly nice of them. They're running a homestay, but won't get upset or bothered when many guests come in and ask how they can get to their competitor. Rather, they're super friendly and even willing to take us to where we want to go. Now we know for sure that we can make it to our chosen homestay safe and sound, all thanks to this little girl on the bike ahead of us. And how is Google Maps supposed to know the existence of this tiny road? Do you have an idea of why we were stuck back there now?
No, I don't think we ever would have been able to find it.
Oh wow.
Go, 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 little scooter. Yeah, no wonder people got lost. Jeez Louise. You gonna be able to get out of here?
Yeah, Mekong Riverside Homestay. We're finally here. Chị cảm ơn con nha.
Thank you.
Let's hop back on the scooter and just ride towards the river, and our homestay room should be just next to it.
Can I walk there?
Sure.
All right, I'll follow you. Looks like at the end of the road. This is it.
Yeah, this is it. I think we are going to take this homestay room. Man, this is quite a ride, eh?
Matt, I don't think we ever would have found this without the little girl.
Yeah.
This is such a nice place. Probably one of the nicest we'll be in for a while.
Just sit at the table to wait for them until they're done cleaning the room. Some people just returned the room. I mean, they just checked out.
Yeah, we came uninformed, so we can't complain. After the adventurous scooter ride, we will now just sit here and wait for our room to be cleaned.
Oh, chill in those chairs. Chill in those chairs. Now I understand why people would come here to unwind. I already feel a lot better now that we've stopped. Probably because I get to relax and I'm no longer sitting on the scooter. But still, this is such a cute place. Each little cottage has an outing of bamboo, but then you still see an AC unit. So it still has the regular accommodations we're used to. But I love the communal areas like this. It just makes everything more peaceful and exciting too.
Yeah, definitely.
Also in front of us, it looks like we have, what, fish farms?
Yeah, fish farms.
And our room is gonna be overlooking this river too. That's amazing. Oh yeah.
It's also a perfect time to eat some of the fruits we bought on the way too.
So use your fingernail, I'll do a new one. Make a little incision or indent. And then with that, you squeeze and you start pulling. And there you go. So it's not like any of the peel or dirt will get on the inside, and there's no bugs in here. All right, so you're fine. And then that's it.
Yeah, so sweet, right?
It's hard to choose a favorite fruit now.
Okay, finally our room is all cleaned up and ready for us to move our stuff and ourselves in to settle everything down. Let's go and settle.
All right.
All right, let's have a look at our beautiful bamboo looking little homestay room. Look at this. Everything looks so good. So they have the mosquito net over there.
This is one of the things that this room has, and all of our previous ones on this trip didn't.
Everything looks so white, so clean, so respectful. And they have an AC unit over there too. The tiles are not that fancy, but this is how authentic and practical all of the houses are for their foundation. We have a gigantic dresser here. All right, so we have a pillow. And here we have some magazines and a hairdryer, refrigerator, and 2 cups so that we can drink some tea or coffee in the morning.
And we even have our own private bathroom.
Man, this is the coolest bathroom ever.
So if you take a bath in here and you are naked, I don't know if someone is going to be tall enough. Like you can see Madi's hand right there waving.
This is why we love this trip so much. It's about our attachment to nature and still being safe. With the bed being white, I'm surprised at how well they keep this clean considering that we're right next to the river. I feel so comfortable and happy here. I know I'm gonna sleep like a rock.
Babe.
Get it away from me, you jerk, you jerk, you jerk, you jerk!
You're like a lizard, right?
Stop.
Do you like a lizard?
Yes, but get it out. It helps keep the bugs away. But get it out, David.
Look at this though, like it's so cool. You know this type of lizard can lose its tail so fast.
Yeah.
And then after that, it probably takes it like a week or 2 to grow the tail back out.
I'm mad at you. Okay, so rather than going out and finding something to eat, we ended up just ordering lunch because a rainstorm had actually just rolled in. It wasn't the best time to be going out and riding the scooter, so we're just gonna sit here and eat our lunch while having a beautiful view of the river. It feels really nice, it smells pretty fresh, even though the fish farms are literally like just right next door. It doesn't smell heavily like fish. You don't get that really intense fish smell that you would expect from a fish farm. And everything is super nice. You get the occasional like karaoke boat coming through, which seems pretty cool actually. Right over there. All right, so on one of those boats, they're doing karaoke. Oh, it's that one. Man, that one's cruising through. They be hauling it.
Come over here and I'll show you something interesting. This is a self-serving booth. Whatever you want to drink, whatever you want to take away from this, all you need to do is to put the number of your room down here and then just mark like whatever you take from here. For example, like people already marked here. I can see like for beer, room 11, 3, something like that. So everything is based upon your honesty and your awareness of how everything should be here. So whatever you take, just tell them, this is what I take and this is the quantity that I take.
That's actually a really great idea.
And what's amazing about this meal is that from the moment that I ordered all of them to the moment that we got all of the dishes served, it only took them about 30 minutes to cook and serve.
You ordered a lot.
We have some poached shrimp over here. We have some poached fish over here. And we have some sour soup with the type of fish, which is also listed as one of the most unique types of fish.
Pescatarian for sure right now.
And we have a panda bear who's eating all of the dishes we just ordered from this homestay.
Very yummy.
What a view. I didn't expect this. And I just hope that you guys can see it through our video, how beautiful this corner just right next to the river is. I'm in love with the fish here.
After lunch, I took a little nap and now I feel a lot better and ready to go around.
I'll let you guys see his driving skills. All right. Let's critique it as you go. That was a little shaky.
What?
Yeah. Huh.
Wait.
I don't know. All right. Up we go. All right. We have a very narrow pathway. Will he make it to the end? Who knows?
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh, there's doggies. Don't run over the doggies. Honk honk. Baby puppies. Watch out, puppies. Okay, good puppies. Okay, we have another little bridge. Can we make it?
Oh,
We made it! But that was shaky.
of course, bro.
Okay. All right, we made it out of there. Now it's just bumps. Oh yeah, where are we going now? I just hopped on the back of the scooter without knowing.
We're heading to a ferry to get to the other bank of the river, and then from there we have to ride for around 12 more kilometers to get to one of the longest and biggest bridges.
Okay, so first little hiccup. We don't have cash with us to pay for the ferry. Seriously, we used all of our cash when visiting the last spots, and it was not easy to find an ATM here to withdraw money. So pulling into a shop, buying something, and then asking them if you can transfer an extra amount along with the cost of the item is our last resort here. In most cases, they will give you cash for the extra amount you transfer through online banking. Unfortunately, the only shop we found that seemed very promising didn't use e-transfer. So instead, she did this.
We didn't have any money to take the ferry, and then the lady just gave us like 5,000 Vietnam dong to take the ferry to go on to the other bank.
In return, we promised to come back to pay her back and buy some coffee tomorrow, and she's all good with that too.
This ferry station is different from the one we took this morning to go to the homestay. The branch we're crossing now is called Gojian River, and there are only 2 stations like this and a bridge for people to commute here. This river is large, and on the other side is the capital city, which has the same name as the province. After 15 minutes of a scooter ride, we arrived at the foot of Thuan Bridge. This one has been the pride of the locals and a perfect spot for tourists to come see the sunset. This 23-year-old masterpiece is more than 1.5 kilometers long, connecting 2 provinces, Vĩnh Long and Tiền Giang, that are separated from each other by Tien River. It only took them 3 years to build and put it to use in 2000, with a budget of around 60 million US dollars. Before it though, it was super difficult and time-consuming for people to cross this part of the river. No wonder its grand opening was a huge thing.
Oh, in case you get mixed up between all of the names of the branches of the Mekong River, let me tell you that we were too, because the river is huge, hence extremely important in shaping these lands. Without our prior and post research, we couldn't tell you which one was which. To make it easy, when we tell you these names, just think, this is part of the Mekong River. Despite the gloomy look of the sky, it didn't rain, so we lucked out and were able to sightsee this grand bridge. it's now time to head back and have dinner. This is our dinner tonight and was made by the owner of this property. David had a little chat with her this afternoon, and she suggested we try what you see on the table now. So here we have a fried giant gourami, aka elephant ear fish. This dish looks amazing, all thanks to its well-fried and yummy-looking scales, but won't taste the best without the greens and the tamarind sauce here. We also have some rice papers here to eat the whole thing as wraps, a well-known eating style to combine everything together to get the best taste of the dish. Different parts of the world use different wrapping materials. Sometimes they use big leaves like lettuce or Napa cabbage for the outer layer. With this type, it's thin and pretty soft, so it'll become wet and wrappable using the water left on the greens.
Is there any other languages you picked up on?
French a little.
As we're eating, the husband, also the creator of this homestay, sits around and tells us about how he found this place and some special guests coming from the west. It's mentally rejuvenating, and we wish we could stay a little bit longer because we don't think that our sense of novelty for this place will wear off fast.
No, I don't wanna waste my time.
And that was our joy-filled day in this beautiful Riverside homestay. In the next video, we're going to the next province called Vinh, which is known as the home of pagodas inspired by Cambodian architecture.
Oh my goodness, it looks exactly like a sanctuary.
Also, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen these before. There, we will use our tent for the very first time as well. Alright, if you liked our fun little stay and everything we showed you in Vinh, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to continue following us for all of our next adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.